folks, it's time for another Tuesday Tanks with Dan from Digital.Flash.Fire. Here we have the KV3 Strong Soviet tank. This is a real beast of a Tier 8 heavy, really good armor. It says 120, 90, 90, 130 turret, 115, 115, but everything is angled. If they hit here, they're going to bounce all the time. Tiny machine gun port, tiny driver's port. The lower glasses could be a little bit better, but it's not that bad. And then the turret is going to bounce all day. It's shooting at the turret on this thing is very difficult. Now the downside is this is a slow tank. It gets up to 32 and it doesn't do that very often. In the tech tree, it sits at Tier 7, where it is partnered with the IS, which is another excellent tank. I actually like it a little more, even though I've never gotten my ace tanker in it. I'm working on it. I'm also really close to the IS-3. It's a little weird getting this. So you get the KV1, you jump over to the KV1S, the KV85, and then the IS. You can't just go from the T28 straight to the KV1S. You're going to grind through, well, neither of these tanks is a grind, but you're going to go through two Tier 5s to get to it. The KV85 is a wonderful tank at Tier 6. So is the KV2, even though it only leads to artillery. Thanks, Wargaming. Then you get into the IS. Now to this one you get the T150, which is probably my least favorite of the Tier 6 Soviet heavies, which leads to the KV3, which I love, the KV4, and on up to the IS-4. Now the KV4 is a bully. You get in people's faces, you smash them with this big, gorgeous gun. 390 damage, 175 pen. Gold ammo has 217 and still 390. Not very accurate. You're not going to hit a lot of people with this thing. It is not a sniper. Aiming time is 3.4, which is terrible. Almost everyone else is in the 2s at this tier. The HE round isn't that good. It's not really a derp gun. My crew is working on Brothers in Arms. This battle you're about to see is actually the one where they got up to 100%. Equipment, pretty standard. Large caliber tank gun rammer, enhanced gun laying drive. I know that there are other choices, but I'm going to go with this every time because that aiming time is forever and a day. And of course improved ventilation because the crew likes to breathe. Alright, let's see how this beast is in battle. Okay folks, welcome to the battlefield. We're at the Siegfried Line, the wonderful attack and defend map. You'll notice this is a real Tier 7 heavy map. The first 10 tanks are all Tier 10, 11, 12 tanks are all Tier 7, and a Tier 6, and a couple Tier 5s. They're one less Tier 7, and they're attacking, so good luck there. They do have more heavies than us. I'm going to speed this up a bit because the start of the battle is not terribly exciting. It's mostly us just picking around. To start off the fun, here's an AMX ELC BIS, little French light tank. I could run it over, or I could just shoot him in the face. 10 points of damage. I want a refund. Now here you'll see they've got a pair of T29s coming up. They've also got a whole bunch of heavies. Basically, we've got a semicircle of heavies closing in. That's fine. They're going to be channeled into these alleys. We can deal with them. Now these T29s only have 1,150 hit points. That means they have the stock turret. They don't have the kind of ammo or rate of fire or any of the fun stuff. They probably don't even have the top gun. This guy comes up, I aim in. See, I'm looking for weak spots. Pound one into his hull for over a third of his damage. He shoots back, he hits me in the track, knocking my track off. You'll notice, looking down this road, I'm at an angle. His shot's coming almost straight down this bumper. There's that angle. He can hit my track, or he can hit the front. And my front is going to bounce, especially if he's got, the 90 or the 76 millimeter gun. And we're just going to keep beating him up. Another shot into him. He's down to about a third his health. Ricochet goes right by the camera. Hope the cameraman's paying attention. Team's cleaning up on the other side. Artillery comes flying in. Now, he tried to back up and avoid that shot. He tried to do the same thing where he angles his front and he has his side out there, but his front isn't angled very well. I was able to tuck the shot between the building and his track and finish him off. Time for my next victim. By the way, 2 kills, 1160 damage so far. Can't see the artillery. Would have been a nice kill. Let's see. KV's getting beat up over there. KV's getting beat up over here. See how that T29 has 1250 hit points? That is a fully upgraded T29. That's someone I don't necessarily want to mess with, especially at long range. T25 AT. Eats a big shot. I try to back up, but this jerk is in my way. T25 AT is dead. Now we play Peekaboo, and this tank dominates Peekaboo. Now I'm aiming at the lower glacis. I'm aiming at the weakest point of his tank. And generally it's working really well for me. It's not working so well for him. He's taking some big hits. I catch fire, I put it out right away. You can't take fire damage. It will eat your tank alive. I just immobilized him, but this time I do damage. And he's a one-shot kill for pretty much anyone on Earth. I let the IS come up. I want him to shoot the T-43. He doesn't shoot anything. He's not very good. And boom, kill. T-43 says, fuck this shit. This guy just murdered my buddy. He's going to make a run for it. I'm fine with that. Because I like shooting at the back of tanks. I don't even have to aim that well. I auto-aim that shot, he catches fire, he blows up. He didn't have time to use a fire extinguisher. There's no lesson to be learned there other than don't turn your back on a tank. I shoot, I miss, everyone else shoots and doesn't miss. Okay, 4 kills, 3091 damage. Their heavy blows up, they've got an artillery left, and they've got a heavy. The artillery is up here near the 1, and their heavy is way back down here in the K line. Well, I get bumped. Thanks for throwing my aim off. Stalin guide my shell. 230 points of damage, and we're at 3321 and 5 kills. And we've won. I mean, there's nothing we can really do to lose this. Stalin shot, and Stalin guides one more shot and right into him. That's ball game. Top Gun, 6 kills, 3400 damage. The full breakdown. I got Top Gun, which is for 6 kills. I got High Caliber, which I did the most damage easily. Steel Wall, I deflected more than 1,000 hit points. I deflected more than 11 shots. And I lived. I picked up a Bruiser for dealing internal damage, Duelist for destroying 2 vehicles that did damage to me, Shellproof for blocking more points of damage than I have hit points, Arsonist for killing someone who was on by setting them on fire, Fire for effect, more damage than I have hit points, and of course Ace Tanker. Looking over, you will see I just crushed this. I did more damage than the next 2 players combined, almost the next 3. More kills than anyone on the team, easily triple the kills of the next guy. Ton of experience, a bunch of awards, just a crushing game. 13 shots, 14 shots, 13 hits, 11 penetrations. I actually did 230 damage from more than 300 meters for this gun. That is amazing. I wasn't even fully aimed. Just a huge game. Anyway, that's it for this Tank Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. This is Dan for Digital.Flash.Fire. You have a great day. See you next week.